Join us on the back porch, that's what we're here for. We're not professionals, but we're here to help. Take a step into the lounge, don't be by yourself. Light up a stick, let the stories unfold. In the Back Porch Lounge, where the vibe is bold. Shy about the shop, no need to fear. We'll teach you the ropes and make it all clear. Learn the lingo, find your cigar groove. With the Link Cottage crew, you got nothing to prove. We're not professionals, but we're here to help. Take a step into the lounge, don't be by yourself. Light up a stick, let the stories unfold. In the Back Porch Lounge, where the vibe is bold. So grab your cigar, join the conversation. Let's light it up, spark some inspiration. The leaf cutters are here, the world to ignite. One stick at a time, under the porch light.
All I'm saying is if we kick Gibbs off the podcast, like, our ratings will go up 3 times as much as we're currently getting. Like, it's a win-win if we get rid of them.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Back Porch Lounge. That asshole right there was Grim.
Yeah!
And we are not professional, but we're here to help. And today in the Back Porch Lounge, we have a special guest. We have Michael from Brooders Cutters. And he's here to show off some of his wares of some pretty cool-looking cigar cutters that we've seen. And we just got informed today they actually have some tubes that he wants to look at. So we definitely take a look at those. So go ahead and say hi to everybody, Michael.
Hi, everybody. Michael Prey from Brooders Cigar Accessories. We make high-quality bespoke cutters, all made in the U.S., veteran-owned company. We're partnered with a machine shop down in Bloomington, Indiana. They also make beautiful knives. Cutters are made out of grade 5 titanium, and they use MagnaCut steel blades. So
that's awesome.
You go with MagnaCut on the cutter. That's a win.
Yes, sir.
Sorry, the knife nerd in me just went, well, that's no one else is doing that I'm aware of.
Yeah,
that's right. Oh, let me throw out another.
Tingles.
They are hardened to 62.5 to 64 on the hardness scale.
Okay, nice.
I know what that means.
So it just means that they won't chip, and they'll last a long time.
Long time.
Nice.
For sure.
So
And today's episode, we're going to have a grab bag of cigars for you. And Michael's probably going to show us some of his goods here in a moment. But today, I'm going to be smoking the Morphine by Black Label Trading Company. How about you, Andy?
I'm not going to hold mine up because it ain't got no pretty band. Oh, I guess it will. Hey, look, can you see it? It's the DBL Maduro Toro from that I got from Penny in a box.
That's awesome. Graham, how about you, buddy?
Black Dahlia. It's by Gran Habano, but it's through their offshoot.
Is that a Gar cigar?
It's a George Rico.
The George Rico.
I don't know.
George Rico.
It's a pretty good cigar, is all I'm saying.
It's fantastic, is what it is. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm very excited right now.
And I've got the Montecristo Espada Oscura, which has so many words on it and so much.
So many
wrappage. Yeah,
it does have so many bands.
Yes,
it's like it's got a certificate of authentication right there on the band.
I assure you, this is ours. Sorry to cut you off there earlier, Michael. What were you trying to show us, buddy?
I was going to show you one of my cutters that I got.
Yeah, look at that thing.
So this one's anodized purple. This one's also got the polished action, which is an extra. The internal parts are polished. And this one uses the mother of pearl inlays. Yeah. This one's a good one.
One's pretty cool.
And then I actually
Grim, that purple
I have the
matches your
capability. Do what?
So I was telling Grim that purple matches his eyes.
Oh, it does.
I like the purple.
And then I also I can take it apart for you guys and show you what it looks like on the inside.
Cool.
Actually, yeah. How easy is it? That's one of my questions. How easy it is to take it apart?
So I have one of the inlays out right now. The top inlay. So basically, you just have to take the one top inlay out, and then there's 2 screws that come out, and then you have the bottom screw down there, and then it comes apart. So.
And if you ever need to sharpen it, how would you recommend sharpening it?
If we haven't had any issues come up with any of the blades, we've sold 4 or 5 of these, and we've never heard from anybody. But the off chance that something does happen, they can send it back to us, and we'll correct it. But it's very easy. I'll show you. I'll just take the one screw out here.
That wasn't a crack at the manufacturing or anything of it. I was just talking about because eventually, after several years of use, that blade's gonna dull somewhat.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I know it's high quality blades that you're using, but they don't last forever.
Right.
It might with MagnaCut. It might.
Maybe that's where I'm not so educated about it. I mean, but I just know with a typical cigar cutter, even a high grade cigar cutter, it eventually will wear down and start crushing cigars a little bit before it cuts them.
Yeah, I mean, of course, it depends on how many twigs are inside the cigar that you're smoking, right? Lower quality cigars tend to have more twigs, so then you have to cut through those. But we got our faceplate off. That's what it looks like from the backside.
Oh, cool.
And then there's we got our caged ball bearing set up. So this actually has 2 double caged ball bearings, one on either side, which is almost overkill, to be honest.
I was gonna say that's overkill, but I love it.
Yeah.
That's over engineering. A $20,
But that's what our knife partner decided to go with. It's their patented double cage ball bearing. He just decided to go, one on either side. So this is what one of the handles looks like.
Make it super, super smooth.
So it's got a magnet on either handle, which kind of aids in keeping it closed. So if you have it in your pocket, it won't open up on you.
I don't know how that happens.
The other handle looks the same. I just have the magnet taken out right now. And then that's
just cool.
The back with the cage ball bearing in place. And so that's literally it. 3 screws and it comes apart. The blades are screwed in there. I don't know if I can zoom in. You can see the screws. Ultra tiny screws that we use to set them in place. Super easy to lose. Believe me, I've lost plenty. And yeah, that's it. Basically, those 2 screws come out and then the blade comes out. And then from there, you could sharpen it. We could sharpen it. It's essentially a razor blade at that point. Easy to sharpen. And then you can put the whole thing back together. If you do it yourself, and you obviously had to pry the inlay out to get to those screws, we can just send you, another inlay.
Continue on.
But let's see. This is another one that I currently have. This one actually hasn't been shown to anybody. So you guys are going to be the first to see it. And it doesn't have any inlays in it right now because it's not complete.
Oh, that's cool.
Nice.
So let me see if I can get this in the sunlight, because it sparkles in the sunlight. I don't know if you've been picking that up.
Oh, no,
I'm not sure we'll be able to see it during the recording, but we might be able to see it afterwards.
We'll definitely be able to see it after
the video.
Mm-hmm.
I do see a little bit of sparkle.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool.
I mean, I could hold on one second. Let's see if I can get this in the sunlight.
I want one of them.
And I like the thickness of it. It seems like a really sturdy. Yeah.
Are you seeing that?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So lots of sparkly on that one.
What kind of coating is that, if you don't mind me asking?
No problem. That's Cerakoted. So
that's cool. I thought it
this
might be.
Actually,
they got some pretty sparkly ones.
So this actually uses Cerakote's FX Cerakote, which adds the the glitter shine to it, and so it's 2 different coatings of the FX. It's the gold on the outside, and then it's the black FX in the middle. And then on the blades are Cerakoted black, and then that B was hand painted on.
Holy smokes.
So I'm also kind of testing how durable this is going to be. Obviously, where the blade is, the black is starting to chip a little bit, but for the most part, that B has been pretty durable. And then I don't know if you're going to be able to see this, but the side is also laser engraved with kind of a diamond look. And then we have the B engraved into the side as well.
That's awesome.
That's pretty cool.
Nice.
Very cool.
So the one for real smoke, was that laser etched into the blades?
That was laser etched into the blades. That was the first time we've ever done that, actually, on their cutter. And then for this one, I wanted to try yet another thing that's never happened. Was I wanted it hand painted on. The blades are Cerakoted black, but it's hand painted. Because the problem is, so we had messed around with the idea of you can laser engrave and then you can fill the engravings with color. But the problem is the blades are too thin, and so you would end up probably going through the blade to get it deep enough. So if you saw on the side of their handle, that's pretty deep, probably a millimeter or so into the handle. So with each special one we do, we try to push the envelope and see what happens.
That's cool.
So
that's cool.
And then with this,
how long have you been in business?
Every day, let me know.
I'm sorry, what?
So if you need somebody to test that every day, multiple times a day, you just let me know. Send you an address.
Yeah. And then, right, I know. You'll be the first one I call.
I mean, you get 3 guaranteed cuts a day.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
At least.
And then each one's going to also be serialized.
Oh, okay. Nice.
So every cutter going forward's gonna, the purple one's not, but every cutter going forward is gonna be have a custom serial that's gonna be unique to that cutter.
Cool.
Because it's got the number. It says HC, and then it's got the birthday, month, and year on it, and then the serial number of the actual cutter. So no serial number will be alike.
Cool.
So this one has the HC because that's our heirloom custom, kind of out of our custom shop. So the ones that we produce in our custom shop will have the HC, like Real Smoke Pods has an HC on there.
So you say out of the custom shop, do you have another method of production besides doing the handmades through your partner?
Yes. So we're kind of partnered up with another shop. They have the laser engraver, and we're good friends with the Cerakoter. So when we bring them a Frankenstein or whatever crazy idea that we come up with, we work with them. If a customer comes to us and says we want certain things, but we want you guys to create it, they'll go to us, and then we'll basically have creative freedom to create a one-off, basically. It all depends on how far you want to go. Someone could theoretically take and buy a basic one and then have it customized. They could take it somewhere and have it customized, but if you do it through us, then it'll get a unique serial number.
So how do you get into doing cutters? Did you have did you go to the cigar shop, go grab a cigar, get a cheap $3 plastic cutter and go, well, this is crap, I can do better than this?
Pretty much exactly. I was...
Dang it, I stole the story.
Pretty much exactly, man. I don't have to tell the story because you told it. But basically, my buddy David and I were sitting in a cigar shop, and we were using a certain brand's cigar cutter. And I don't like to talk bad about other brands, but it's a very well known. There's basically only 2 out there, And I had their cutters for years, and they fall apart. They're made in China, and we were sitting there, and I was like, man, there's got to be a better way. And there wasn't that many custom cutters out there. Like I said, you only had basically 2 brands, Colibri and Cigar. And then you can obviously buy plastic cutters and all that stuff. But when it comes to getting some color choices, there's not that much out there. And we were like, there's got to be a better way. So then we set out to create on our own. We came out with the original ones were stainless steel frames, and then the center pieces were solid wood. And then I don't know if you guys heard of Kickstarter.
Oh, yes.
You guys have heard of Kickstarter?
Absolutely.
Yeah. We were gonna put it on Kickstarter, and literally it was almost fate. Literally the week that we were gonna put it up on Kickstarter, they sent us a letter and said that we're canceling your project. We're changing our policies, and we no longer allow tobacco products. And I'm like,
tobacco
what?
Product.
Exactly. It's a cigar cutter. And we tried to explain that, and they said, no,
it's
because
for
it's used to cut a cigar, it's considered a tobacco product. And I'm like, what the? So then we went to Indiegogo, and they changed their policy as well.
Oh, jeez.
Did you tell them it's we're going to mass produce these for Jewish moils? It'll be fine.
Right? So then
It's
my
for
partner was
circumcisions.
like,
It's not for...
do what?
There are
It's for circumcisions, not cigars.
Right. So then we came up with the idea kind of, well, let's call it an EDC cutter. But then we probably would have lost a fan base there by calling it an EDC cutter. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So then we set off to try and find partners, investors to get this thing rolling. At one time, we almost had Spyderco knives. If you've heard of them, they were on board with
several
it.
Spider.
They were on board with it, and then they contacted us and said they weren't taking on any more projects. So then that door shut. So then we tried to reach out.
Trials and tribulations.
Big time. Lots of like doors being shut in our faces, and then it's like at one point, I mean, man, it was like coming down on us, and it's like, at which point do we give up? Do we keep going? And I said, man, we'll just keep going. I'll keep, contacting people, see what happens. So then this was quite a bit of time go by. I mean, we both have full-time jobs. We don't do this full-time. So eventually I was on YouTube and I started looking at different knife companies. I was like, in my heart, I was like, that's the way to go, because those guys have the blades down. They have the geometry down. We get this finalized. So then I contacted Chaplain Lake Knives. They're based out of Bloomington, Indiana. And we started talking back and forth. They like the idea that our cutters are USA made, a veteran-owned company. They're not veteran-owned, but they're USA made. Everything, all the materials are sourced USA. And then we started talking back and forth, and here we are.
Awesome.
So how long have you been in business?
Officially, like 2 or 3 years. 2 years, I think, officially, when we joined up with them, when it was an official company. And then we set up our LLC, and we set up all the paperwork, all the tax stuff. And so, yeah, I think it's been about 2 years. One of the ideas that came to my head when we were joining with them, and I said, how cool would it be to have a matching cutter to a knife? Because nobody does that. And I don't know about you guys, but like, I have knives that match to my guns. I have EDC, a lot of my cigar cutters match to my cutter and stuff like that. So I was like, we need to explore that idea of having a true custom cutter, like say the purple one, like say I got this knife matching a knife to a cutter. And so we're looking at coming out with box sets. I think we're going to try to come out with some box sets this Christmas. We're going to try to get to that point where we can offer that. And then during the process of collaboration, we were talking about, what blade steel to use. I said, guys, we need to use MagnaCut, because MagnaCut's getting big. Leatherman has a multi-tool that has MagnaCut in it. A lot of manufacturers are starting to gravitate towards that, because the knife company...
I don't own any MagnaCut knives yet, but from everything I've read and seen about it, it's like probably one of the best stainless steels for an actual user blade, as far as like durability and toughness and edge retention, that sort of thing. It's like it's a pretty amazing balance without getting carbon steel.
Right.
It's an impressive choice.
The guy that invented MagnaCut, if I can't remember his name, was for years trying to bridge the gap between carbon steel and stainless steel. And that's what basically MagnaCut is, talking about as strong as carbon can be and still have the corrosive properties or anti-corrosive properties.
Yeah, Spyderco is putting that in their Salt series now, which is crazy because those knives are used for diving and working on boats and stuff, which I don't know if you've ever had salt water around anything steel or aluminum, but it shows up fast.
Real fast.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. And then the other thing that we talked about, because we were talking about like, knives. So in order to keep a knife closed, you typically use a ball detent or something along some kind of detent. And I said, let's not do that, because eventually those wear down. And as much as you open and close a cutter, I foresaw a potential, replacement point. And so I said, let's do magnets. Magnets are where it's at. I mean, This knife right here, I don't know if you've heard of this one by Winterblade, but it uses magnets.
I've heard of Winterblade. I haven't seen that one. So it has a magnet detent on it?
Yeah, so that teeny
That's cool.
sound, it has magnets that, when it opens, it has magnets that swing the blade up. It almost creates like almost a switchblade property. And then it uses magnets to keep it closed.
That is fantastic.
And so, like, this was literally inspiration. I said, we got to use magnets because magnets don't wear out. And with all the cigar oils that you deal with, saliva that would go in there, that's kind of the problem with a lot of cigar cutters is they eventually get gummed up. The springs that are inside cigar cutters get gummed up and then they don't operate as well anymore. But with a magnet, and especially with as precision as this guy is, I mean, it's super precise the way all the material comes together. So magnets are the way to go, and magnets keep it from opening up until you need it to open up.
Nice. Yeah, that's really cool. And I like that so a good cigar cutter is also a fidget toy. So
That's right.
I like that. That's got some fidgetability. New phrase. I just coined it.
Fidgetability without losing a finger.
Yeah.
I
Knives get opened and closed a lot more than they get used.
That's right.
If you're a knife guy.
So I literally went to Chaplain Lake Knives. Chaplain Lake Knives, they went to a knife show in Indy. I can't remember what it's called. But he's like, why don't you come along and maybe show the cutter off? I said, yeah. So I literally walked around the entire place going... And then people would hear it and go, what's that? What's that over there? And I'm like, oh, this is a cutter. And I showed it off. And they're like, oh, that's really cool. And I just all around, I just got people's attention.
Yeah, I like it.
But if it works, man, I'm just saying.
You guys want to do a cigar check-in?
Yeah, I'm about to say we probably need to do a cigar check. I'm about halfway.
I'm enjoying listening to Michael talk, so, whatever.
Yeah.
How's everybody else?
We all have stories to tell.
I'm not halfway, but go ahead.
Yeah, about halfway.
All right, so the morphine is treating me well. I'm relaxing
no
with
pain.
it. It's feeling no pain. It's feeling great. It's got great smoke, good taste. I got no complaints. I really don't. I'm enjoying it. It's a nice cigar. I know Zach has been bragging about this cigar, saying it's awesome, and I appreciate him letting me have one. It's that good.
You're very
I
welcome.
Appreciate it. How about you, Andy?
The DBL's pretty good. Not to steal words from Zach by any means, but I did have some chocolate to it when it cut and lit. And yeah, I got to use this. I got to use a
Flavor word.
Man, well versed over there.
That's it. That's the only one I got.
Not just tobacco.
Not just tobacco. So,
It's okay.
but after that, it's burnt really. It's been a really even burn, and it's got kind of a steady flavor. I'm not feeling it really kind of grow or increase in strength. Other than that, no. So far, it's a good cigar. I don't remember what Gibbs said about it when he had it earlier this week when we were talking, but I'll just leave it at that and kick it to Grimbles.
Bulls?
Shit's good. It's real good.
Man, he's using big words over there.
He is. He usually does. That's why we love him for it. And that's why he's the talent. You want to expound on
He
that? Or
says
we just gonna
more
go to
with
Zach?
it's good.
Just gonna say, look, I got too much to say about it.
Real
Like,
good.
oh yeah, I'm gonna say that again. Yeah.
Would you look at that?
It's fantastic.
How about you, Zach?
Well, so this is the first one of these I've had, the Espada Oscura, and it is maybe changing my mind about Monte Cristo. I've had a few Monte Cristos, but it was a long time ago, and I just wasn't that impressed with them. I mean, they were fine cigars. They were fine. They're just not like, they didn't hit the notes that I would want out of a cigar at the time. And this one is quite good. It has it has some chocolate, like Andy's cigar. It has a little bit of coffee, kind of a little bit of sweetness from coffee in there is what it tastes like to me. And a little bit of maybe cedar and a little bit of spice. And the Retro Hale's got a little bit of spice, but not so much that it's too much. So this is a win. I'd get another one of these. I'm going to tell you already, this is good. Michael, would you like to talk about your cigar?
Absolutely. Fuente Love this cigar.
Cheers.
And this one was the Shark Edition. I love this thing.
Mm.
It's
Going
the
fancy.
tobacco is aged in wine barrels, so you get almost like a fruity kind of palate, almost like wine. It's almost like sipping on wine. This is probably, it's in my top 10 favorites, and they're hard to get. They're hard to find. Even online,
they
you
are.
can't. Man, it's hard to get. But I figure I'd bring out the best for
Very
you
nice.
guys.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah,
Aw, but you're not sharing, so what the hell? No,
that's true.
Right?
no.
And then
So, with your cigar cutters being some custom built, where can people go to get them?
brudersco.com is our website. That's where you can place the order. And then if you want like a custom one made, you can place the order and then you can send us an email and we can talk with you guys and see what kind of craziness you want to come up with. I know that,
So basically, every one of them's custom,
I mean,
not necessarily
like the
customized.
purple one,
made
the
made to
purple
order.
one is kind of,
made to order is what I'm.
right. Oh yeah. We don't have inventory on hand. Everything's made to order. But like this one, this is anodized. So this is kind of like the initial, and the mother of pearl inlay would be an upcharge. So the mother of pearl is like $20 extra. But other than that, this is the entry level. Entry level would be like wood inlays. So we have 4 different wood species that you can choose from. We have yellow heart, purple heart, Bolivian rosewood, and then zebra wood.
Ooh.
And I can show you guys some samples if you want. Yellow heart, purple heart kind of speak for themselves as far as what they look like. And then Bolivian rosewood is kind of like a dark brown colored wood. And then the zebra is a lighter colored with lots of lines in the wood. H lines, I guess you call it.
That's why they call it zebra.
That's right. That's right. But yeah, I can get some samples. And then as far as the abalone, we have the mother of pearl. We have yellow, red, blue, various colors. And, sky's the limit, honestly, for what's out there, what you want to create. And then abalone is like a shell product that they have to extract out of the ocean. So it's real shell that's bonded to create the thin sheet. And then we take that and laser cut it and then form the inlay.
I assume that's durable. I mean, I think of shell, and I think, like seashells where they're fragile. But I
it's
assume
super
that abalone is a little more. Okay.
It's
Don't
super
drop
fragile.
the cutter.
It's literally like the thickness of a piece of paper. But then we take
Wow.
it and we bond it to plastic backing. And so by
Okay.
doing that, it creates durability. Because to get these out of there, you kind of have to prime a little bit, kind of see where I scored it. So once they go in, we glue them in,
Yeah.
and they're pretty well in there. We've never had any of them, drop out. I've dropped this cutter before. It's pretty durable
Okay.
finish, the anodized, and of course, it's it's grade 5 titanium. So it's a high grade titanium.
I was about to say, how do they get scuffed up at all whenever you're pulling it in and out of your pocket and everything?
I mean, this one, if you look close enough, you can see a few scratches, a hairline scratch here and there. But for the most part, I mean, I've used this one for months and pulling it in and out of my pocket. And all there is just a few hairline scratches. Now I haven't dropped this on concrete. That would dent it, but
Still sounds better than that iPhone 17. I'm just saying.
yes. And
Heard
then
rumors
when
of
we get
scratches.
to
Sorry.
when I can show you the cigar tubes now if you want.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, man.
Wow,
What are you sipping on there?
After you drink. What are you
I've seen
drinking?
that snifter. Yeah, what are you sipping on?
deliciousness.
Nice.
Wellers. Nice.
So good.
Oh man,
Pulling out all the bells
Very
and
good.
whistles for us. I mean,
I know, right?
the-
You're
absolutely.
getting all
This is-
fancy for this show. I don't know what the hell you thought you were getting on, man.
I mean, yeah, whatever. Whatever. I mean, I got, I don't know, 20 whiskey bourbon bottles, and I was like, what do I want to drink? I want to drink some Weller Special Reserve. Because that stuff's amazing.
It's
It's
awesome.
pretty good.
Just some Wellers and a rare cigar.
Here I am,
Yes,
stupid Dr. Pepper and a. Yeah. I got a
the
feeling
rare
I live in a
cigar.
house and class it up.
I'm just drinking water right now, and I feel left out. I'm out of whiskey.
So this
That's
is our
cool.
cigar tube.
Wait. Ooh, that's cool.
So it's got
Tell me more. Tell me more.
B. It's got our B on the end there. And this one's the bigger one that we have.
Nice.
You open it up. You can fit a 60 gauge in here. In fact, like the Placencias, hexagon will fit in here.
Nice.
Okay.
And then
But you're not
The
getting
cap.
an inch.
the cap has some drilled holes. So we do that in case you want to add humidification.
Okay.
Have any kind of beads in it or anything?
This one doesn't have any beads, but we're gonna ship them out with a few beads. And then it's up to you to obviously add the water or whatever, the distilled water or whatever. And then let's see if I can show this. So that cap actually unscrews, and you can take it out. And then now you can either keep the humidification in there, or you could store a cigar that was like a half-inch longer and get
Nice.
length out of it if
okay.
you want. I mean, they have O-rings on them, so
That's what she said.
it's a pretty airtight thing. So
That's cool.
Well, you said at
And-
60 ring gauge. What other size do you have?
we have the smaller one. Let me see this one. This one would be like for a Toro size.
Okay.
And I know if you keep the cellophane on there, it's a little bit of a tight squeeze. So we would tell people, obviously, take the cellophane off, because, I mean, this is waterproof anyway, and it's airtight. And most people are going to, take it to go golfing, whatever, and they're going to smoke it. So why keep the cellophane on, I guess? And then you have a storage tube to house it in. So that's, like I said, that's for the 60 gauge, and that's 6 inch, or was that 7 inches long? And then you have, let me see if I can get them side by side. So you can see kind of the length difference between them. And then this one's a little thinner. And then we have, this is also in the red.
Ooh. I
So
like the
being, like you want to test them out. So we tested them out. We stuck them underneath my truck and we ran them over. This one's made out of, because you got to test them, right?
That's testing right there.
That's right.
Yeah.
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 Test-
So this one's made out of
Someone's
just
gonna ask.
regular. This one's just plastic. This one's shattered on impact. So this is not the impact resistant one. So this one's actually carbon fiber infused plastic. So this one's actually much more durable. So
Okay.
in comparison, I have for you this one. You can see all the little bumps. I ran this one over 3 times on concrete with my truck, and it survived.
Wow.
So
Nice.
I don't know, you probably can't see in there, but I can tell you that all these dents and stuff, they did not penetrate the tube.
That's awesome.
So what you're telling me is you have a problem with running over your cigars, and you had to come up with a solution for
right.
it. And
That's
this
right.
is your solution. That's brilliant.
Why can't
That's
we get
just
that with
brilliant.
laptops? Come have
Right?
flashbacks to like help desk. I ran over my laptop.
I had a laptop that I had to repair one time that a mortar went through it.
Well, that's why laptops are so expensive, because they want you to keep buying them.
Well, that too. Mortars 5.56. Whatever.
Hey, the mortar went through the screen and the sucker would still power on.
So,
They're
my
Panasonic
God,
The one that we had for long.
Panasonic Tough Book. That was exactly what it was, buddy.
Yeah, those things
We
are pretty.
had the one
pretty tough.
HP that got taken by a tornado.
Hmm.
We went to the government body and they were like, "Hey, there's nothing salvageable on this laptop." And they're like, "Okay, fix it." And we're like, "But no." What do you mean? It's completely broken.
Yeah. Well, it was the kind of same with us when we got that Panasonic Tough Book. They're like, you got to fix it. Or it's like, okay, I guess there must be mission critical stuff on it, but like I guess it had like some kind of fire or something, because it melted where it hit all around it. Took out the keyboard, everything, but it still powered on, and it would boot up. And I was like, that is crazy. And then we had
All
one
the
run
way
over
out
by a
does.
tank. One run over by a tank. That one did not
Right.
power on.
He was trying to clear his browser history. Can't know what I was doing. Can't know what I was doing if this tank gets a hold of it.
That's right.
Wait, that's
So,
what I expect you guys to do with
this
my
is-
laptop when
right? So just to show you, this is Opus X, Bellicoso. And then we have this is our thinner tube. So it slips in there no problem. And then comes out. And it's a tight fit. You know, this is made for Toro, Bellicoso. If you go bigger, this is the big guy. You can kind of see you got a lot more space. I can get I do have a Placencia hexagon, but the Placencia hexagon fits in here no problem and comes out. So
Nice.
we wanted,
Sorry,
You know,
I
we
was
wanted-
kind of hoping for a magic trick. You know, you put the Placencia in one end, comes out something better on the other.
right, or a
No, that's-
teleporter tube. I put it
That's kinda
into
what-
one tube and it teleports to
Or
the
a
other
teleporter
tube.
too. Ooh, to another, yes, instantly.
Yeah.
I feel like that's the best version. Honey,
Mhm.
I forgot my cigar. Could you just drop one in there for me? And shows up.
Shows
Right.
up at the office. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So a price is
Michael, have y'all thought about putting like a? Sorry, go ahead.
no. You go ahead. I'm talking a lot. You go ahead.
Well, all right. I know that's why we brought you on, so we don't have to talk. Have you
Gotcha.
thought about having possibly maybe a liner, like a cedar liner in those, just for kicks and giggles?
We haven't actually.
Have you now?
Maybe now. To what? Offer humidification value? Like traits to that or
Yeah, for more of a humidification kind of type value, because that's usually what the
gotcha.
cedar's for, long term.
right. But I do know don't like some of the cigars like Fuente cigars, they come wrapped in the cedar. If you leave that on there, it molds,
Absolutely.
right? Have you ever had that happen? It molds.
If your humidity's, I have not.
Yeah, hi.
If the humidity's too high, it's possible.
Right.
But usually cedar kind of has an anti-mold property to it. That's
And it also acts like a drying agent as well.
yeah. It'll also absorb and I can't think of the word. There's a science word for that.
Science word. Yeah.
Osmosis.
That's something we can look
Well,
into, I
It
think.
has a natural humidification property to it, to where it'll draw moisture out, but it'll also put moisture back in if needed. So it's kind of
Right.
they're symbiotic in that way, where they'll constantly feed each other until they're kind of out of moisture completely.
Right. Yeah, we'd have to look into it, I guess, test it out. It would be very easy to do. Or maybe we offer it as an option if you want to add it to the order. Because maybe some people want that, some people don't want that.
Or, and I don't know, plastics don't usually hold or have a flavor to them, but
Right.
to maybe alleviate somebody's brain that goes, but it's plastic. What if it's got
Or it's
flavor
carbon
to it?
fiber.
You can add the cedar, and the cedar goes, or it's carbon fiber. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just a thought. I just thought about
Yeah.
it. I've got a buddy that works and does a lot of woodworking. I mean, he owns a business doing nothing but woodworking. Like, he quit his chef job to open a wood shop. And of course he makes like risers, for restaurant carts and restaurant risers and display stuff for restaurants. And of course he also, for those of us that don't, own a Ritz-Carlton restaurant and display plates and shit by the dozens, he does pens and pencils, and he's done like a couple of cigar tubes that are very similar. So that kind of came to mind. I thought about, what he's got going on. He's got a cedar sleeve in his.
Right.
I don't think his fights a truck though, bro.
I don't think that'll survive a truck.
No, it won't. Just throwing it out there, man. I like the cedar idea. I don't know.
Thought.
What's
Well,
what's the manufacturing process for the tubes? Is that injection molding or is that machined,
3D printed?
3D printed? Okay.
Yes.
Nice.
Cool.
So during
That's
this
cool.
whole process, I bought a stupid expensive laser engraver cutter, so that I could cut the inlays out, and then I could also do the engraving. And then David was like, "I want to join in, and I want to do mad scientist stuff." So then he bought a 3D printer, and then he's the one that kind of went and created these. And so, where are you, David? Let's get you on and talk about, because honestly, I don't know the whole process in it. I just know that he 3D prints it. He created the file, and then we started testing them out. He added, like, I don't know if you can see, it's got kind of a texture to it. So it kind of has like a knurling to it, something to grip.
Cool. Yeah.
That's kind of what the bottom looks like. So it's pretty seamless product. And then he figured all that out, and then it was kind of
That's cool.
something
You could
so we
definitely
could bring.
customize the shit out of those.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can put
Yeah.
names across that. You could do so much stuff with that. You can even put overlays on them so they don't even look the same. I mean, there's so many applications that you can do with that, especially if it's 3D printed. You can make them a little bit thicker so you could actually have it, put out a word on the side or even a design on the side with it.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's really limitless possibilities for it. But
We
that.
actually-
I'm not telling you anything you don't know.
We actually had a Oliva rep contact us we were at a cigar shop, and he said, "Oh, I would love to have some of those as like promotional items. Could you create with the Oliva label?" And so we actually did create one with the cap had the Oliva leaf on there with just like the cigars do.
Cool.
That's
That kind of fell through, but it gave us the opportunity to create it and see if it was possible. So yeah, endless possibilities. I mean, honestly, company names could go on the end cap, and they could be 3D printed on.
Mm-hmm.
Just like the cutter.
Yeah.
That was kind of the whole point with the cutters, was to be able to have the inlay spot where you could have company names, logos created.
Yeah.
Just like
Yeah, but the Superiors podcast to the Leaf Cutters, we bow down to you.
I ain't bound to nobody.
My
I
back's
gave him
kinda
some
bad, so
cigar
I'm-
tubes too, actually.
Did you now? You're just rubbing it in, Michael. Jesus, won't share your cigars, won't share your shit. But Real Smoke Podcast, they're just amazing. They get all the
Well,
things.
I'm not hearing you.
That completely forgot that
If you're real nice to me,
no,
I'll be
completely
happy
forgot
to
you were
send.
supposed to be on our show. If we're nice to you.
I'll be more than happy
Yeah, shut
to
up,
send
Gibbs.
you some. Yeah, shut up, Gibbs. I'll be more than happy to send you guys some cigar tubes, and you could test them out.
First thing I'm doing is running over my truck.
That's right. Have at it. We told Real Smoke Podcast, I said, destroy them. I said, chuck one off the bridge. Chuck one off a bridge. I bet it lasts. I bet
I
it
got
makes
plenty
that-
of those
I mean,
around here.
Dude, that
Do what?
would be awesome. Take like a cigar that you really hate and stick it in the tube and just find many different ways that try to destroy it. And just make videos on it.
I can buy.
Yeah.
You know
That would-
what? I'll spend the
that'd be
money
fun.
on a Gurkha for that shit.
Let's do it.
And then when it survives, you're like, damn it, it survived.
Do it again. Do it right this
See,
time.
but the
Leave
ultimate
the
thing is
cap off,
if it
and
if
then
it
it goes
doesn't
flying
get
out.
destroyed, there you go.
That's it.
Cheat.
Oops.
That's what I can only say. Because when I say if it survives, you have to smoke it.
That's right. So then you leave the
that's
cap
motivation.
off. And then you leave the
That's what I'm
cap
saying.
off.
Leave the cap off.
And when you chuck it, the Gurkha will go flying out, and it will shatter and explode. And then you'll be like, oh, well, the cigar didn't make it, but the tube did.
Well, thank God. But the
Tube
tube's
did.
fine.
Tube made it
That's
fine.
really what we were voting for.
I am all for this now. I want to do it.
I don't want to put a Gurkha in it though if I have to smoke it afterwards. So Gibbs, that's not a cool rule.
There will be no
Well,
survivors.
I mean,
except for the tube. I'm just saying.
That's right.
Yeah, we
That's
want the
right.
tube to
I mean,
survive.
if you want to make it high stakes, then put something you really like into it, and then chunk it somewhere and see what happens.
Man,
I got a Julius Caesar sitting around somewhere.
like an Opus or one of
Yeah,
those.
actually, the
Put one of those
the Julius Caesar I got
Placenti,
from
cellos in there.
yeah,
That's a good cigar. Man,
Padron Anniversaries.
there you go.
Michael, since you're a fan of Arturo Fuente, do you like have you had any of the rare pinks?
I don't think I've had one yet. I have one aging. I like to age my cigars.
So you do have one aging.
I do believe
Yeah.
so.
So you picked it up probably last year around October.
Yeah. Yeah. Is that Is that when they came out?
Yeah, they come
Yeah, the
out.
rear
In,
pinks come out
I
October.
think October for breast cancer awareness, and they are fantastic. So I just wanted to throw that out there. If you have one, and you've had it aging for a year, that's gonna be
One
prime.
second.
Like,
Hold on
I'm
one
gonna go look.
Or he's gonna pull it out and show it out. He's gonna be like, "Look what I got, fellas."
I'm just really hopeful that Daisy shows up here in a second and is like taking over his spot.
I know, right?
That's
Daisy's gonna jump up in the chair.
What do you think of the cigar, Daisy?
Yeah. Oh.
If it was a Gurkha, it'd say rough.
Oh, there we go. I was like, oh no, my phone's dying. I had to play. Ooh. I'm down to 2%. Hopefully I don't die. Hopefully don't
Plug it
don't
in,
die.
plug
I'll
it
Farm.
get to the sad part of my cigar too. Hey, there's David.
Challenger.
A new player has entered the game.
A new
New player.
player 2. Press start when ready. David's only halfway here. It's okay. There he is.
There's
Hey,
David.
how's it going, guys?
Hey, David.
Pretty good.
Oh
So,
my goodness.
How about you?
long story
Oh
short,
my goodness,
so
he showed up. Oh
I had a tech issue, not because of
man.
because I didn't know what I was doing, but because I work a handyman job and I was putting lacquer on wood floors, and the lacquer
Exactly.
dropped into my phone case and went into the button that confirms when you purchase apps, and it locked it up and froze it solid. So I couldn't download the app to even use my phone. So I was trying to think of a quick way because my computer wasn't really set up, and then I was like, well, I have a Chromebook, so I think I'll find it, but I didn't know where it was. So here I am with the Chromebook finally. Yeah, thank you.
Hey,
You know,
glad
the
you
more
make it.
the more elaborate the
Welcome to the
excuse,
show.
Yeah.
it's
Okay.
like it's believable. Halfway believable.
What really happened was the game wasn't over, and he was like, "I'll get there."
Well, we're wrapping up
Nice.
our cigars.
Yeah, exactly.
That's why you
Man.
bring 2, Gibbs. That's why you bring 2.
Yeah, that's a rookie mistake on my part. I didn't do today.
Well, let's see
So,
your
David, he
custom
was just
cutter,
Michael was
David.
just telling us
Don't you
about
have
how
one?
you.
What's that? Yeah, so my custom cutter, this is, so you can see that right there. It's got the
Don't you-
abalone, and then it's anodized turquoise in the middle. And then, so
That's
we
pretty
have
nice.
the Brooder's B and some scroll work laser engraved into the side. And then on this one, the blades are polished out for the action too.
Very cool.
Yeah, just like
Be sweet.
the purple
Yeah, the
one.
turquoise is my favorite.
Okay, I like
and
the
it's got
turquoise.
a
I like the turquoise
Battleworn
more than I like the
Cerakote
purple.
on the handles.
Sorry, Michael.
I saw him.
I don't
Yeah,
know. I like
yeah.
the purple.
Nice.
That's super cool.
Well, I was gonna send the purple one, so now it's detracted. I'm gonna go ahead and not send it because he doesn't like it.
Send it to Gibbs. Send it to Gibbs. I'll take his tube. You
I
send him
like
the
the
cutter.
purple. I don't know what you're talking about. The purple is awesome.
I mean, I had
I mean, not that the turquoise not. The turquoise is awesome too.
the purple with the Mother of Pearl is sweet.
But,
It is sweet.
Yeah,
You
I
got
like that.
It had before it had yellow heartwood in there, kind of like Joker edition. And then I took it out and then put the Mother
That's
of Pearl,
pretty cool.
and I was like, better choice. My wife was like, "That's way better than the yellow, Mike. That yellow sucks."
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know.
That's
It looks
okay,
kind
honey.
of cheesy.
Sounds good.
Appreciate-
Pushing dreams to nothing.
Fair enough. So, David, Michael was telling us about the tubes, how you get a 3D print them. Have you ever thought about making them slightly thicker and actually kind of not engraving, but have it print, different logos in it and different words down the side
Yeah,
of the
yeah.
tube?
So,
you
like,
can
doing
actually
like
customize
maybe like a
each one.
I
For,
mean,
anybody who wants one customized.
plausibly you could do like a snake pattern, or some kind of like on a pistol grip. It's the same kind of like effect. Yeah. So yeah, definitely you could do like customized textures and things like that. That's something that I'm working on and then kind of experimenting with in the process right now. And I think we got initially we were just lucky and happy to get that first product out to where we could say that it was almost pretty much unbreakable to a point, to some extent, where we could have a vehicle run over it and it's perfectly fine. So now we're to the next step of kind of taking it a little bit more personalized to the next level as well.
Yeah. Because I could definitely see that, and I can see that as a big draw as well. Because I mean, the designs are kind of limitless, as far as, getting names on there and, getting a little bit of custom design on there. And he was showing that you did for Olivo the cap, but I was like, you can actually do the side of it as well pretty easy.
Absolutely,
Just
yeah.
by
And you
thickening
can,
it up a little bit.
like, kind of like even like you're seeing on a laser, doing laser print
Yeah, for
work on
sure.
the side of the handles. I mean, you could do that with a 3D printer as well.
Yeah, absolutely. And it turns out fantastic. And the reason I'm so into that is because I've been working with my nephew and getting our ashtrays. We have our leaf cutter ashtrays.
Okay. Yeah.
They're all 3D printed.
That's awesome.
And they turn out fantastic. And it has our logo in them and everything. And we just
Yeah, that's really
like
cool.
them. My cigar is burning me. I got to put it down.
Yeah, I was talking about how we ran it over. The carbon fiber infused plastic last. The other one, just the regular
Yeah, well,
plastic,
it was
PLA.
also
Plastic
not just
scattered on
PLA,
impact.
but I used a higher impact type material. It was off the tip of my tongue. I can't think of it now, but it was just supposed to be a little bit stronger, but it still didn't work. It cracked actually pretty easily. It actually shattered more into parts as opposed to just kind of pancaking. So that's why I went to the carbon fiber composite based prints. It's just extremely durable.
My
Yeah,
phone would
so
die
did
so
Michael
quick.
give you guys the background of kind of how it all...
See, well, with your high impact,
Go ahead. Okay, cool. Okay,
Yeah, I gave
Got
him
started?
perfect.
yeah.
kind of how we started in the cigar shop, and then came to the realization that
Okay.
there's not any like true
Yeah, so
custom
now we're up to
cigar
this point.
cutters out there
Okay.
that are durable, long lasting. And then I kind of went through the background of like we met up with Chaplain Lake Knives and then collaborated and came together and now created
Awesome.
what you see today. And then I showed them the one that
Which one is that?
No
What
one's
is-
ever
oh,
seen
yeah,
before.
the one that you made? Okay.
I really like that one.
the
Yeah.
black and gold one that I had made, that's kind of like a tribute to our company, Brooders. But I didn't talk about the inlay that I'm thinking about. Maybe you guys want to hear about that.
For sure.
Why not?
Sure.
So what I'm thinking about doing is using probably zebra wood, and I'm gonna char the zebra wood, and then I'm gonna inlay some gold leaf. I'm thinking kind of like a lightning pattern maybe into the wood inlay. I'm gonna lay the gold leaf down, 24 karat gold leaf, and see how that turns out.
That'd be cool.
Sounds exciting.
I think that would be pretty bad. Pretty bad.
Pretty awesome.
Yeah, it'd definitely be great in a show to show that off too. Because that would definitely be eye catching for somebody to be like, hey, that's pretty nice.
Right. Because
Yeah, for
with
sure.
every model that we make, we try to push the envelope, so to speak, and everything we create is new to us anyway. But I try to go wild and crazy. Like with the Real Smoke podcast cutter, I don't know if people have seen that, but I took wood inlays and then I inlaid abalone into the wood inlay, and that was the first time we've ever done that.
That sounds cool.
That sounds
cool.
really cool.
Very colorful.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I'm thinking, David, that
Yeah,
we
Michael
should
was
send
getting
these
that. I'd
guys
like
some cigar tubes
see
so they can test
the,
them out.
the test and the ability, to hold up to at least getting ran over a few times or whatever.
Yeah, I believe somebody introduced the idea of possibly putting in a Gurkha
Okay.
and then chucking it, and if it survives,
All
that
right.
Gurkha has to be smoked.
Yeah, I bowed out of that.
You won't really lose much.
It's
And
not
then
going
I
to
said,
survive.
well, just,
One
you
way
know-
or another, it won't survive.
Yeah, leave the cap off, so then when you chuck it,
Yeah.
the Gurkha goes
Okay.
flying out, and then you can say, well, it didn't survive the cigar, but the tube did.
Tube
Tube's
did.
fine.
That's awesome.
Tube's fine.
I mean, I think this is a great idea. I think we need to film it. It'd be a whole series.
Yeah, there you go. That's right. Just give it the old
I
drop.
mean, I got a pond right here. We
Yeah.
can float anything you want in it. If the snapping turtles don't get to it, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Just act like you go out there
As long as
fishing
you
in a
don't have to
boat,
fight
and
the
then
snapping
you
turtles
just
too
lean
much, you
over,
should be
drop
okay.
the cigar tube in there, and then you just, it floats, and you can just pick it right back up. Pull the cigar out and smoke it.
That's right.
Or maybe a snapping turtle does. There you go. And then maybe a snapping turtle does get a hold to it. And then you get a real test.
That's right.
I mean, I
That's
am
awesome.
Louisiana,
And then
and snapping turtles
if
are
you could do
gators.
like
Take
a-
your choice.
AI
Yeah, you
video
got
where you're
gators
like
as an
fighting
option
the
there.
gator to get
I'm
out
not
its mouth,
fighting the
and you
gator
rip
for
it
a
out,
cigar
and then
tube.
you can open the case and then smoke it.
Mm.
That would be so badass.
That's it. That would be a badass commercial. And at that point, you'd want that footage and be like, we show this at all of our shows.
Yeah, it's like the YouTube
fighting the
video,
gator.
with the really old guy whose
Everybody
dog
was
got taken into the water by the alligator, and he runs in there with a cigar in his mouth, fighting that alligator, and got it. I was like, that's pretty awesome. That's like some John Wayne shit right there.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, he did.
He got that dog back.
Yeah.
That was an awesome video.
That's why I was kind of like in that.
So
Yeah,
we lost
David.
Michael.
We lost Michael.
Yep, we lost Michael. His phone died.
His phone died.
That happens to him a lot. Yeah, tech issues. Yeah.
Hey, we get it.
Yeah. We understand.
Oh,
I
was
think
he?
was,
Okay.
He was all of half a second
On the
talking
tubes,
about
yeah. So the price
you know,
point
price points
on our
for cutters and
carbon fiber
tubes.
composite, like our biggest that we sell, which if you're familiar with the El Jefe, or and then even the Octagon Placencia,
Mhm.
it fits that with ease. And that one is 45 for the carbon fiber. So it's not like a pocket breaker or anything. And if you lose it, it's not gonna hurt if you have to buy another one. But still, we offer the quality and then the consistency that it'll keep your cigar safe and humidified, because we do the cap on the inside. I'm not sure if he told you, has like another lid on the inside. You can put your humi beads inside that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Yeah, absolutely. And then our
Awesome
smallest
option.
price point. Go ahead.
Especially. So I wonder how.
Oh, I was gonna say, and then our
ahead.
lowest price point tube, which is definitely a nice option. However, it's just not crush proof, is the other material that I'm still having a brain fart on right now. But PTCG. PTCG is what it is. It's supposed to be pretty strong and durable, and also doesn't hold a lot of moisture in the product, so that way it had some properties that I thought would be good for sustaining cigar, just the right humidification and everything. And you can get that one, comes like in if you think about like the old Pizza Hut glasses, the red plastic, that's exactly what it looks like, that clear red plastic. We have a version in that, and it's $20.
Yeah.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah.
Nice.
Not bad either.
It's not bad. So it might not be able to stand up to a truck backing over
Yeah.
it, but what a golf cart.
I would agree. I think a golf cart would survive. And ultimately, that was kind of our second thought. Would it sustain a trip on the golf course, running over on accident? It could happen, right? So, yeah.
Yeah. I think a golf cart would survive.
Gibbs, you're close enough to
That's
enough golf carts. You can test that out.
Exactly. I'm just going to go to the, golf cart, the golf course behind me, and we'll test this out. I'm just going to get a line of golf carts lined up.
Petrie City and just throw it in front of people in the golf carts and all that, Like,
Yeah.
Oh, that's even better.
That's
I like
all.
that
watch
better.
out!
See, that's what I was thinking, girl.
Yeah.
It'd be safe.
Going
It'd
down
be
and over,
safe.
they're like,
though.
"Oh my God,
You
what
shouldn't have
happened?"
to worry about it.
And now we lost David. So while we're waiting for them to connect back,
Oh.
let's go ahead and review our cigars.
Okay.
So for mine,
Let's pull out another one.
the morphine was
one, yeah.
fantastic. The first one.
Okay.
The morphine was fantastic. I love the smoke on it. I love the taste on it. I have nothing bad to say about it. It burned great. It's going to get a pretty high. It's probably going to be like a 4.8. I'm not going to give it perfect, but it's definitely going to be a 4.8 because it was tasty. I want another one already. I wish I had a second one so I could smoke it right now.
There's still a few
Well, this is-
online, but that was a 2024 release.
Man,
Good luck.
it was tasty. It was just the right length, just the right smoke. I enjoyed it. How about you, Andy?
What did I have? Shit. Oh, the DBL. I've enjoyed the crap. I mean, I don't know. I didn't enjoy it nearly as much as you enjoyed your morphine. Sorry.
Not everybody can have perfection,
Right? But it's been an enjoyable cigar. I've still got, an inch and a half worth of smoking to do. But it's been consistent throughout. The smoke's been decent. And the construction's been really good. It hasn't, I haven't had to correct it maybe once. I'm going to give it a 4. I was kind of hoping for a little bit more out of it, I think. But I think a 4 is a really good place for it.
How about you, Grim?
I already forgot about mine because I'm smoking a Buffalo Trace, so whatever. Just give it something.
But you seem to really enjoy it.
I mean, it's
Before.
gone.
You didn't put it out.
I'm just kidding. I actually am a firm believer that if you're sleeping on George and his Gran Habano brand and offshoots, then you're a silly person, because they are fantastic cigars. Like, that Black Dahlia makes me sad that I don't think I'm going to be able to get any more of those. Does anybody have any kind of input on that?
They're available. You can, get more.
I thought they were a
available.
limited brand.
No, Black Dahlia's been around for a long time.
Well then, yeah, go get one, because it's fucking awesome.
What would you rate it?
5, and the only downside that I had for it was it built up like that tobacco
A little bit of tar.
yeah, on my lips, and it was bugging the shit out of me. But the flavor and the smoke output and how well it held together and everything else like that, it was an awesome cigar. So just having that one complaint for everything else is, it's minor, it's small. So so 4.75.
That's high praise, man.
Go get one if you can find one, because it is delicious.
How about you, Zach?
I have no construction issues, no burn issues. There's been consistent kind of a medium full, I would say. Not quite a full. No additional tasting notes that I can really describe. That's sort of what I've already described, which is kind of chocolatey and a little bit of coffee sweetness, which is the thing I like in a cigar, and a little bit of spice in there. I would say I would definitely get another one of these for sure. This is my current favorite Monte Cristo. I can't remember the other ones that I've had, but because it was a long time ago. But I'd give it like a 4.5. It's really quite tasty.
Very nice. Well, we just we did our review on our cigars, so we were about to wind down anyway. So, Michael,
Before
Go
you
ahead.
close out, do you want to give Michael the opportunity to talk about the price point on the cutters? David talked about the tubes, but we didn't talk about the price point on the cutters.
yeah, sure, go ahead.
So starting price on the cutters are $425, and like I said, that's just for anodized, which is what this is, and then this has the upgraded abalone inlay, so that's $20 upcharge. And then $425 gets you anodized, and then gets you a choice of 4 different wood species that I talked about. So you got Bolivian rosewood, you have zebra wood, yellow heart, and purple heart. And then going from there, if you want to get a full-on custom, talking that opens up the doors to Cerakoting, which Cerakoting is an amazing durable coating. And then from there, like, sky's the limit on the color, honestly, because anodizing only gets you certain colors. Anodizing, you can't reproduce white at all, and you can't reproduce black. So if you wanted an all black cutter, then you would have to pay a little bit more to get, say, Cerakote, because with Cerakoting, that offers you all the color.
Okay.
Very cool.
So that's where it's at. And then as far as pricing for a custom, customs are kind of a bespoke item. So we have pricing in place for what Cerakoting costs, but it's up to the imagination of how far you want to go with it. Because if you want some wild and crazy thing like uses 2 very specific effects Cerakoting's, it's more expensive to get that kind of glitter tone that we talked about. You got the glitter black and the glitter gold. That's an upcharge, and it's kind of a bespoke cost at that point, and we can talk about that.
It's better than I was expecting it to be.
But I believe the River Smoke podcast cutter, which you had full Cerakote, you had wood inlays with abalone inlays, and then of course they had the laser engraved blades, and then all the laser engraving. I think we priced that cutter about $575 was the total cost on that one. But like I said, once you start to go full on custom, it's really all about what you want, and then we price it as such.
I don't know if you saw the.
But like
Sorry,
I said,
was going to kind of go on the pricing thing, because I do have another variant. Remember Did you guys see the Old Glory version, the American flag one that we did? It's on our. Oh, okay.
It's all on
Yeah,
the-
if you go to
on the website,
Instagram, you can see the Old Glory version, and that was $640 in that total cost, and that was a lot of detail too. Every star was hand laid on, and we laser engraved the stars too as well, and it was as well like a one-off that we made just for kind of like the 4th of July type thing.
Very cool.
And with that one came the blades were laser engraved with the eagle.
Yep, and the 50
Symbol.
stars around the circular
sides.
portion of the blades.
Cool.
But 425 is base, and then from there, if you want just an anodized, like I said, like this with a wood species, that's 425. If you want to go abalone, that's a $20 upcharge. Like this one has the mother of pearl abalone. If you want like an all white one, then that would have to be a Cerakote option, and that's something that we're more than happy to talk with each individual customer and find out exactly what they want, and then sky's the limit, honestly, with these things. We had a guy a while back, he wanted all black, and so with that, you can't get anodizing, you can't anodize black, so that had to be a full Cerakote, and then he wanted yellow abalone. And what did that one end up being,
That was
David?
$540 as well.
That's awesome.
Gotcha.
And then as far as the
You're on
cigar
new
tubes,
Gibbs.
you guys already talked about the pricing of those. So
So have you thought about going into shops, just going along with the cutters? Have you thought about going into the shops and maybe partnering with the shops to get the product in people's hands? So when they're looking for a cutter or something like that, have them use your product? Because I feel that would be a huge upsell for y'all to be able to get it into people's hands, to feel the weight of it, to feel the quality of it, to see how it works. Because just seeing online and hearing about how it works sounds awesome, but for me, just like Zach was saying with the fidgeting, I want to sit there and play with it and sit there and see how it feels in my hand.
And that's honestly, a lot of people do say it is kind of like a fidget tool, because I sit there and do this, and it's
just like that.
It's super
Just
quality,
like that.
and it's not going to fall apart, and it feels good in your hand. It's literally like, I'm not a butterfly knife guy, but it would be like having a high-end butterfly knife flipping around in your hand.
Yeah.
Exactly.
yeah, so someone
I'm not a
even
butterfly
was
knife guy
like,
either.
they kind of look like brass knuckles, and maybe in a defense kind of situation, yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely, yeah. That's
I
what
mean,
you got
it
in your
would
pocket.
work. You
Use
could
it.
fit two good
That's right.
fingers in
That's what you
there
got.
and then put it across. It would definitely fill your gap in your hand, that's for sure.
Yeah, you could use
Yeah,
it just
for
for
sure.
that. And when you got them on the ground, take a couple of fingers if you need to. I'm just saying.
The trophies.
Yeah.
So since we're about to wrap this up, go ahead and tell us what's in store for your company. Tell us if there's anything new coming out. If there's anything you're going to be at. Let us know. Let the audience know. Tell us all about it. Just take this time to do so.
Michael, you want to go, or you want me to go, or you want to kind of split this in half? Yeah,
Yeah,
so,
you go ahead, David.
in the future, what we have planned, and I don't know if this is kind of putting too much out there, but we've talked about doing where you have a monthly club and you would be able to accessorize your cutter, and what that's going to kind of look like is magnetic inlays. So if we can get to the point to where we can get
very
this set
cool.
up, you would pop your inlays out. So like, let's just say you pick a base color that you really like and you really enjoy it, and then you want inlays that will accommodate your whatever it is, your cutter, not your cutter but your lighter or something else, or maybe you're going out and you want it to look a little bit different. So you could join a monthly club, or you could just purchase new inlays and drop them in and then change your cutter just like that. So, and then like you also talked about earlier about the designs on the tubes, that would be it, kind of picking out a custom design on the tube that would kind of make it more personalized to you as well. Yeah. And then
Very cool.
what we want to do
That's
is
very
offer, so there's a cigar company, it's a boutique company, and it's a Patriot owned company as well. I'm trying to think of Silent Hero Cigars. You guys heard of that guy? Yeah, great
Silent
guy.
Hero, yeah.
Yeah,
we know those
Bryce.
So
Yeah, we know Bryce.
That guy
Bryce,
was super stoked
yeah.
about having
Yeah,
personalized
and
cutters.
so that's what we also want to do. We want to be able to offer, you know, maybe you as well, you know, get into the business of doing raffles or things like that, where you guys want to purchase, or you know, we commission cigar cutters so we can personalize it to your company, and that would be like a raffle or a giveaway, something that you can fundraise for, which, you know, in turn would help us and help you and get our product out there as well. So that was another way besides brick and mortar stores that we were looking at. So that way we can grow and expand out, you know, because as we all know, just this platform in itself is a bigger growing prospect for business than it is brick and mortar these days.
For sure.
Yeah, you're
makes
right about
sense.
that. It is moving a lot
Yeah,
more online and
but,
everything like that.
you know, I love the brick and mortar idea. We definitely are going to do that, and we have plans on getting some out there, so that way people can get it in their hand, feel it, and you know, like you said, getting it into someone's hands just kind of is more of a deal sealer to me, getting someone to buy it, because as soon as they touch it, they're like, man, that's pretty awesome, just the feel of it. So I'll let you go,
Yep.
Michael.
That's exactly my that's
Yeah.
my thought
So-
process
I agree.
right there.
Like Real Smoke Podcast, they took the cutter that we sent them, and they went to Tennessee, the TriStar Herf
Mm-hmm.
event, which I'm not too familiar with, but it seems like that's an event that happens a lot. In fact, they were talking about it on their podcast, that they were at another TriStar Herf event, and they took the cutter and they showed it to a bunch of people, got it in their hands, cut it, and that's another option. That's kind of why we sent them a cutter, to try and get the cutter out there to people so they can touch and feel it, see what it's all about, talk about it. But yeah, I'm 100% with. I think we need to get with somebody, Gibbs, Andy, whatever. We'll send you guys some of the cigar tubes, both the carbon fiber and the regular plastic, and then get that product out there. You guys can share it, you can test it, do whatever you guys need to do with it, and get that accessory out there.
Awesome.
Very cool.
And we'll see you there,
Yeah,
because
Yeah,
we'll be
sounds
there.
good.
Yeah. Well, all right. If there's nothing else to add, I think we're going to go ahead and wrap up this episode. We appreciate both of you coming on and telling us about your product and let us know a little bit more about it. It seems really cool. Like I said, I want to sit there and just fidget with it and play with it, to have it in my hand just
Yeah,
to
for
see
sure.
how it is. But we appreciate you being here. And at that point, we're going to say good night.
Yeah, good night.
Good
And
night.
thanks for having us on. We really appreciate it.
Absolutely.
Thanks for being on. We appreciate it too.